Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hi, thanks for stopping by, checking out my channel. My channel is all about crochet, a little bit about knitting, and a lot about yarn. Um, my journey in this fabulous yarny community. Returning subscribers, hi, thanks so much for coming and spending a little bit of your time with me on Friday for, I don't know, Flow With It Friday, Commiserate Friday, Chit Chat Friday. Commiserate Friday. You guys, I am so frustrated. I am beyond done doing squares. Yesterday, I got home from the doctor's office and I thought I was at a point where I could start sewing squares together to get the body of the cardigan done, and I could start on the ribbing, and I realized I had done 8 squares in the wrong size. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was thinking. All I know is that I had 8 9x10 squares when I needed 8 8x8 squares. I don't know what went wrong, what I was doing. Anyway, so I spent yesterday frogging squares and redoing them. And I'm still one short. I have one more to do. And if I never do another square, well, I shouldn't say never, but if I don't do another square anytime soon, I will not be upset. Yesterday was one of those days when I was on the verge of tears. I was just like so frustrated, and so I put it down and walked away. Picked up a book and read, because I was like, if this wasn't a birthday present, these squares would go in a project bag and sit in the corner in timeout. I am that frustrated with it. But it is a birthday present for my granddaughter, so I'm going to soldier on. However, my next granddaughter's cardigan is not going to be a patchwork cardigan. It's just not. I can't bring myself to do it again. So if you have a go-to cardigan pattern that you like, that that is already a cropped cardigan, a short cardigan, or that I can adjust the pattern to make it a cropped cardigan, let me know in the comments below what your favorite is. I'll be hitting Ravelry or YouTube this afternoon to pick out a different one for Carson. I have all the different types of yarn in the world. You know, I've got plenty of yarn from, fingering weight right on up to super bulky. So if you have, your best go-to cardigan, hit me with your suggestion. I'd appreciate it. I am going to spend the rest of today, I'm going to finish this last one little square, and then I'm going to sew all these pieces together. And then I'm going to see how far I've gotten as far as, am I ready to start the ribbing? I haven't decided what color I'm going to do the ribbing in. I think I'm going to do it in this tan. I think this tan. But then again, I'm thinking, I don't know, the champagne would be pretty too. I don't know. I know that I'm going to actually sew them together, not crochet them together, because I don't want a bump in them. I want it smooth, so I'm going to actually, mattress stitch them closed so that you won't see a seam. So it kind of looks seamless. So that's going to take some time. And then I need to spend a little more time working on my shawl that I'm working on for Judy's make-along for her flower of the month. The Embers shawl that I'm working on from Expression Fiber Arts. I got to a section that I'm like, I wasn't sure what they were asking me to do. I had to frog it a couple of times to get it figured out. I think I have it figured out now. And it was kind of like a break. It was at the end of section 2, but before section 3, and it didn't even call it a section. It just said, I don't even know what they called it. It was 4 rows, and it was just kind of like this little break section. So now I'm getting ready to start section 3, and then once I'm finished with that, it should be done, which is great. I love how this is turning out. It's turning out to be a really pretty project. Luck of the Draw was drawn yesterday. If you didn't see the number, check out Nancy, Nan's Next Knots. Her, I'll link her channel below. She picked the number for week 3. So I'll get to that. I'll show you my progress on that on Monday for Make Along Monday. And that's probably all I'm going to get to this weekend. This weekend, it's going to be a beautiful weekend around here. Today's going to be hot. It's a little chilly this morning. It was in the 50s when I got up this morning, but it's going to be 88 degrees here this afternoon. Like, we're going to have to close the windows, turn on the air conditioning. I know, world problems when most of you are freezing to death and I'm complaining about having to turn on the air conditioning. But it looks like we're going to break a record here today. One that has been standing since 1944, but it's going to be probably 88, 89 degrees here today. So yeah, and I guess in February, that's a little weird for Florida. Like I said, we've only been here full time for going on 2.5 years. It's kind of, I'm still getting used to Florida weather. I mean, coming home from the doctor's office yesterday, I noticed the trees are already starting to turn green, and they just, lost their leaves like a month and a half ago, and now they're already back turning green. Seasons are strange in Florida. But anyway, we love living here. It was a good decision to move here. If for anything, if it's the sunshine. But anyway, yeah, guys, I don't have a whole lot to talk about because, like I said, I've been doing nothing but working on squares. There's not a whole lot to talk about when all you do is squares and squares and squares and squares and squares. So, I'm going to let y'all go, really, because I don't know what else to say. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Get some quality crafting time in. Just have a great time this weekend, and whatever you do, be kind to everyone.